I'll give you a tour. You're gonna love it here. From the north to the south.
Hey guys, it's Florence, and today I'm here with a freaking crazy story time that just happened to me legitly not that long ago, like today after I got off work. This man called the cops on me. He called the cops on me. And he made it seem like I was a crazy person. He legitimately called the cops on me and he told the cops I ran over his child with my bike. And then she sent a cop and he wanted a police report just in case something happened to his child. He wanted to take it to court and all that. This dramatic ass man called the cops on me. I cannot even believe this. So y'all, let me hop into the story. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe so you won't miss any more of my story. If you like my story time, I will have my playlist of all my stories in my description box. And let's try to get this video to 100 likes for another story time. And before I start the story time, I want y'all, after you hear it, comment down below and tell me if I'm wrong, if I'm right, or you think I'm right in certain way I'm wrong, or you feel like, you know, let me know if I'm wrong. Let me know what you think. Let's talk about it in the comments below, because it's like, wow. So let me know, because you know I love honesty. Just give it to me. Like, yeah, okay. So today I just got off work, and literally, people, this just happened. It is 6:49. I got off work at 5:30. So I got off work at 5:30, and I got on my bike to ride home like I've been doing my whole freaking time. I've been working at Burlington. I've been at Burlington for like a year and something. And something like this have never, ever, 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 ever happened to me in my life. So riding a bike on the sidewalk is a crime. But I have a bike, I have a helmet, but I just don't trust other people to be like freaking driving behind me and I feel like they're gonna hit me. Do you know how many bicyclists die a year? I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it's a lot. And I don't trust cars behind me, so I like riding on the sidewalk. But I ride really safely. Like, I don't go speeding. Like, I don't want to die. Like, come on now. If I'm speeding and that far, I'm gonna hurt myself. So I have that in the back of my mind. So today I got off work and I was riding down like I always do. And before I get on the overpass, cause mind you, I work in a circle where a lot of store is, and then I have to go over an overpass for freeway and then come home. So passing the stores to get to like the sidewalk to start going, I was on my bike like I always do. And I was riding by Fumax. I don't know what state you're in. If you don't know what Fumax is, it's a grocery store. Think about it as Kroger's, if you have Kroger's or whatever other store that you buy food from. So I was riding by it. The security guard for Fumax was right outside of Fumax. Like, I rode right by him. And then I was riding by the entrance, and this little boy out of nowhere, not like little baby, but like little, like 7, 8, 9 the most. He comes running out of the store, y'all. Like, this is me on my bike. There's gonna be a lot of hair movement. Okay, this is me on my bike riding, and he comes like this, and I see him coming because I'm not speeding. So I brake on my bike, right? And before like he ran into my bike, this boy was running like full speed with a ball in his hand. I turned my wheel this way so my bike don't smack him. But then while I turned my wheel this way, my handlebar that I was holding, it like, cause you have to turn it. So I turned my wheel this way and his face like hit right here of my handlebar, right? And then the little boy started crying. So I parked my bike and I went up to him. I'm sorry, my earring is hurting me right now. Oh my God. So I parked my bike and I got off and I went up to him. I'm like, oh my God, are you okay? Mind you, this boy's parents is nowhere around. Okay? So if I was gonna hit this little boy and I wanted to get away with it, I could have got away with it, because this is how long it took for his dad to come out the store. So I went up to him and, are you okay? He was crying for like 2 seconds. This is how you know this is a bad little boy, like a baby kid. Like, you know them evil little kids that start crying, but then the crying stopped because they're really evil. So he stopped crying, and then I walked with him to go find his parent. So this man, when he finally decided to come out of Fumax, first off, I felt like I'm not wrong. But I know I'm wrong, but in a sense, I'm not wrong, because like, you are nowhere by your kid. Like, why are you out and about with a child that is like 6, 7, 8, or 9, or whatever that little boy was? I don't know, it's hard to do his age. It's one of those, it's hard. So, and your kid is nowhere by you, and you're still shopping in the store. Like, this man was legitly still in Fumax, like putting his grocery in or whatever, and his child is out. Mind you, I'm right on the sidewalk, and on the side of me is the street. So if this boy wasn't gonna run into me, he was gonna run into the street, into our car, right? So this man finally come out the store, and I'm with the little boy, you know, like he rubbing his face, like it's red because he's Mexican. So his face is red, and this man starts screaming at me, y'all. And I'm trying to be calm because first off, you don't even know what happened, like. So he started yelling at me. He was like, "Oh my God, like don't run, stay right here. I'm calling the cops." So the Fumax security dudes come over, and he was like, "Sir, do you want to know what happened?" He was like, "I don't want to talk to you. I'm calling the police." I was thinking in my head like, he just threw hella shade at you. He's like, "You are a security guard. You're not on the level to speak to him. He wants the cops. He don't want no security guard." And I'm looking like, shot fired. So I'm calm and collected, right? He was like, "And I'm calling the cops, so I'm gonna make a report, and I'm gonna press charges because if anything happens to my son, and if he's worse, I need to call you for his hospital bill and this and that." And I'm looking at this man like, oh my God, you're so dramatic. Like at this point, I'm gonna be hella sarcastic. And then his son is like, "Dad, I'm okay." Like she stopped and she said, "Am I okay?" And then that's when we came like looking for you. But I hit my face right here, like his face was red right here. But it's like when, basically like any pale skin people, like if you do this, it leave a mark like that, but it was gonna go away. So this man, like he tried to grab my phone out of my hand and call the cops. And I'm like, "What are you doing?" Like, take your phone and call the cops. Duh, like what was wrong with you? Your phone is right in your hand. Take your phone, call the cops. So I parked my bike and it's a chair right across from Fumax. Oh my God, my ear is killing me. And I sit there like patiently because like the whole thing looked like I am not wrong. The only wrong thing I did was ride my bike on the sidewalk, and you're not supposed to ride your bike on the sidewalk. That's about it. So if my bike wasn't gonna stop this little boy, if I was gonna pause and make him stop, he was gonna run into the street. He had a ball and he was running out the street. So basically what his dad said was, he told his son to listen and stand by me, and he didn't listen, and he ran out of Fumax with a ball to go outside and play with the ball. Okay. So basically what you're telling me is you cannot control your kid to the point they can do whatever they want, and you don't care because you stayed in the store while your son ran out the store. And he could have ran in the street and got hit by a car. Okay, so this man got on the phone with the cops. He was like, "Hi, I'm in front of Fumax. My son just got hit by a bicyclist, and his face is red, and I don't know if he was gonna go to the hospital, but it's not looking like a bad condition." So why are you saying you wanna go to the hospital, but it's not a bad condition, but he will be okay? But I need you to send a cop so we can do a police report just in case something happened to him and he get worse. This little boy is normal. Like he's standing there, just looking at you. At this point, the boy's playing with the ball. And I'm just sitting there like, okay. So the security guard is telling him like, "Oh no, sir, that's not what happened. Like, she didn't run into your son. Your son ran into her. She wasn't even speeding on her bike. Because if she was speeding, she wasn't gonna have enough time to brake and stop her from running. Like if I was gonna be speeding, I was gonna smack that little boy dead on the floor. But I didn't. I paused, like I braked, and then I turned my handle so my wheel don't hit him, but then my handle thingy smacked his face. So the operator, like I can hear the operator because he put the phone on the speaker. So you're saying, "Sir, so you're saying your son is okay?" "Yes." "So there's no need for us to send an officer to do a report?" He was like, "No, send an officer because I need a record. I need this to be on record." And I'm like, this man's literally doing this because I'm black. Like, he was being so dramatic. Like, he was making a big ass scene and everybody was looking. And other people who was outside was looking at him like, "You're crazy because you're in the wrong." Like, why are you a parent and your kid is nowhere around you? Like, this girl who ran over your kid got away with it before you even came outside and noticed something happened to your kid. And so, I had to see. I'm just sitting there. I'm like, oh my God. And then the operator person is like, okay, what's in the officer? So the officer comes over and he walked up. He was like, "Oh, hey, sir." He was like, "Yeah, I called you. This is the bicyclist right here. You know, she looks like she's in her mid-20s. She ran into my son and she hit him on the face and he's red. He will be okay, but I need you to like write a police report on her." So the officer was like, "There's nothing I can do as far as you trying to press charges on her, because this is full max property. This is a private property. If she was on the street and not in front of no stores where it's their private property, then we could have did something, but so far we can't do nothing. And it's not like bad as in the girl hit your child and ran. She didn't hit your child ran into her according to the security of Full Max. Your child ran into her, but she braked where the impact wasn't hard to the point your child got hurt. And she even parked her bike and went to your child's aid to make sure he was okay. And then came looking for you as a parent to tell you what happened. So like, she's wrong because she was on the sidewalk, but she's not wrong as in how the accident happened. He was like, yeah, I know she's not wrong. And then he turns and starts yelling at his kid like, you don't listen because I told you to stay inside, and now you got hurt because you didn't listen to me. And the boy was like, well, Dad, I wanted to play with my ball. And I'm just looking like, this man is crazy. He was like, anyways, I don't care, I need a record. So the cops were like, okay, we're gonna file a record. I just went in my purse, got my ID and handed it to him, like, whatever you need to write down, just write it down. At this point, I just wanna go home. Like, I've been working all day, I just wanna go home. So he just like, he's filling out like this incident report thingy, right? He's filling it out. He was like, yeah, fill it out. And then he gave him this little paper. And if your son situation worsened, come to the police station and file another report. And then he turns to me after he's done yelling at me and acting a fool. Like, this man was like flashing on me, and I'm just calm, like, okay, I get it. Like, it's your child. And he turns to me and he say, hey, ma'am, have a nice day. I'm so happy that you're a decent human being because you stopped to make sure my son was okay. You wasn't like a crazy person where you hit my son and you ran away. You really stopped to see if he was okay and you came looking for me. So thank you for that. But I will be going to the police if my son's situation worsens. Where this little boy is perfectly normal at this point. He's playing with his freaking ball. And then he walked away and the cops, like, so while he's talking to me, the cop like turned his face a little bit, and then it was a white cop and he's looking at me and he got a smirk on his face. So this man walked away and he started laughing and he goes, people like this, they're really crazy. Like, he see that he's in the wrong because he's supposed to stay with a kid. And I just told him this is a high crime area. Like, kids is going missing around here all the time. There's Amber Alerts. You're supposed to stay with a kid at all time. And he's trying to blame you for him not being there for his kid, like staying like in the zone of his kid, like making sure his kid is with him at all times. Like, kids get kidnapped from around that area all the time. So he was like, I'm not going to put in this paperwork because he's legit crazy, and he rips it up. I'm like, won't he do it? Yes, Lord, like, won't he do it? So after the man leaves, like, he rips it up and he goes, like, this man is legit crazy. Like, the way he was acting, he know he was wrong. Everybody, all the eyewitness, even the security guard is telling, like, you're wrong, but he don't get it. Like, all this, the kid is normal. Like, the cops look at the kid even, like, talking to the cop. He went up to the cop and even told the cop what happened. I ran into her, but her bike handle hit my face, but I'm okay now because she asked me, am I okay? And the cop was like, okay, thank you for letting me know, here's a sticker. And so he ripped it up and he told me, okay, just know you're wrong because you're not supposed to ride your bike on the sidewalk. You're supposed to ride on the street, and you also need a helmet. And I said, okay. And that was it. But I just want y'all to tell me down below, what do you think? Who's wrong? Am I a little bit wrong? Is he a little bit right? Let me flip this so y'all can see where I'm coming from. If there was my situation and I'm in a store, somebody hit my cousin, like, for example, my cousin JD, with that bike, they didn't run JD over, but they like hit her face with the thingy, but not hard. They're like, oh my gosh, she's bleeding, she hurt. It's just like a little mark that you know is gonna go away. I won't be mad because why? One, I know I'm dealing with a baby kid. This man legit know his kid is bad. I know my child is a bad child and they don't listen. In my head, I'll be thinking that's what you get. That's what you get. And two, the fact that my child is telling me I'm okay, and she stopped and she made sure I'm okay now. That's what we looking for you. My child is perfectly normal, like, it's okay. Three, the fact that the person didn't try to run away like this, they came to my child's aid. And four, that I know if I call the cops saying, oh, somebody hit my child, but I was nowhere around for a legit 2 to 3 minutes when this whole incident happened. I didn't even see what happened. I was in the store shopping while my child ran out the store. I wouldn't even call to make a police report like the cops are telling him. Like, legitly, there's nothing we can do. Even if you take this to court, like you saying you want to, but you can't because it's a private property. You cannot stay in front of a judge and say, oh, like, she ran to my child once. Why? For a reason. One, she didn't run to your child because everybody said it. She broke her bike. She stopped in time. She didn't even hit your child. Her bike just hit your child's face when she turned it, so he don't like run like into it. Because if I wasn't gonna turn my bike and that happened, he was gonna go straight into the street. So you cannot stay in front of a judge and say, hey, this girl, a bicyclist, hit my child, which is not legit, and I was nowhere around because I was supposed to be with my child, but I was inside Full Max shopping when this happened. I was nowhere by my kid. First off, I feel like they're gonna press charges against you as a parent. Like, that's what the cops were telling him. So yeah, let me know. I'm not saying I'm right, but I'm saying like his reaction was like legit crazy. Crazy. But that's what I'm saying, like, I changed the scenario around because if it was me, I won't even trip off it like the little boy was normal. Playing with his ball, talking to the cops, telling the cops what happened. For him to come out the store and try to make it like I hit his child and this and that, you didn't even see nothing. Like, for you not to see nothing and you come and you try to make it look like I did something to your child and your child restate the whole situation, confirming what I just said. You're crazy. He is delusional. So guys, I just want to share this story about how this man called the cops on me today. Like, I didn't even think I was gonna be getting no trouble with the cops, but he called the cops on me. Yo, he called the cops on me. So let me know down below what you think about this story. Who's wrong? Chat with me. I just want to talk to somebody because this is legit crazy. Love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.
I'm singing this song.